Welcome back to KTR Videos. Today's how to draw video is on another season 5 Shopkin, and this one is Connie console, and she is supposed to be a Nintendo or PlayStation remote control. Alright guys, so we're going to start off by making the body, and we will do that by, let me see here, we're going to come over here on our papers and we're going to just slightly curve up like that. Let me make this a little bit darker. Like that. And then from here, we're going to curve like this. And then dip down ever so slightly and then back up like that. Okay? And then make another curve like this. And then come down like that, okay? So it kind of looks like an M here if you look at that. Okay, from here we are going to skip a little space because this is about where her hand is going to be, I believe. So we're going to come over here and we're going to come down like that. And let's see, from here we're going to curve like this. And then just come up a little bit like that. Okay, so right now we're just making the outline of her body. And from here, we're gonna come across just a little bit, like that. And then make a rounded corner and back down again, like that. And then let's go ahead and jump back to this side here. And we're gonna come down the rest of the way. And let me make sure I got this even here by jumping over here and curving back up. So it's gonna look more or less like this, okay? And if it's not perfectly even, then you can fix it. Like I can see this is a little bit wider. So I'm gonna erase a little bit here and make up for that by just bringing it up just a tad bit, like that. Okay guys, and from here I'm gonna go ahead and draw the hand in, and I may end up having to move it, but let's see if I got this right. So I'm gonna come out like this and then loop around like this. Let me jump back to this side and like that, okay? And we will just curve out ever so slightly to make the outside part of her arm like that. Okay, and her other hand is over here. So we'll come out over here, we'll come out and then loop in. All right, and let's see, next we're gonna make, she has a big button over here. It's a big red button, so we'll come over here and it's a circle. Let's see, so it's gonna cut pretty close like this. And it's going to end around here. So I'm gonna just kind of loop around like this to get to the other side. And don't worry about it being perfect, because when we trace over this before coloring, that's when I can do a lot of that fixing up. All right guys, and then we're gonna come up here and we're going to draw 2 rectangles like this. There's one, and then another one right here. Like that, okay? And then from here, we're gonna jump over to this side over here, and we're gonna add 3 buttons. Just make sure I place them here correctly. So we're gonna do one here, like that. And then another one, like that, and then one more like that. So there's our 3 buttons, and from here we're going to be drawing her face in around this area, but first I'm going to draw in, they have little markings here, like I think those are like the hand grips, so we're going to go ahead and draw those in. So there's one that starts about here, and they are just long little bubbles like that. like that. And then we'll draw them on this side as well. And these are kind of sort of slanted. Okay, so there's one. Like that. All right, so far so good. And next we're going to draw her face in, and then that's it, believe it or not. Okay, so for her face, let's go ahead and start off with her mouth, which sits right here in the middle. And it comes up just a tad bit. We're gonna start off with the top lip. And do something like this. And then over here, it comes in a little bit, and then like that, and this one just comes straight out like that. So something like that. And then of course we'll draw her tongue in here, which is just a small curved line. All right, and then her nose sits about a little bit above it, and it's a small oval or circle, like that. And then we have her eyes. And we'll start off by making a curved line like this. And then we'll come up and make a semicircle to connect the two ends. And her eyelashes, she has 1, 2, and 3. And you know what, I'm gonna make this a little rounder over here. Okay, like that. And then we'll go ahead and draw a curved line right here. And then a small circle right there. So far so good. And then we have the last, oh, and then of course the eyebrow. I was about to skip the eyebrow. She would have looked a little funny. All right, let me do that eyebrow again. My camera shut off on me again. So anyway, so I'm gonna come like this and like that. Okay, and then her next eye. See, so it's gonna sit about here. We'll make a curved line, again, like that. And then we'll come up and around. Like that. Now I am gonna have to make this button a little bit smaller because as you can see, her eye is running right into it, and that's not good. So let me go ahead and erase that real quick. Okay, so I went ahead and erased it real quick. Before I draw it in, I'm gonna fix up her eye. Just by making a little bit rounder, and then just going ahead and finishing up here, eyelashes, and then a curved line in here, like that, and then a circle right there. All right, now let's go ahead and add that button again. Okay guys, I went ahead and raised this part up just really just a tiny bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw in these rectangles again. Like that. Okay, I just felt like that was like a little too close to her face, so I wanted to bring it up, but otherwise, that's it. That's the ending of the drawing portion of the adorable Connie console. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you want to color her along with me, go ahead and grab your supplies and come on back. Alright guys, as always, I'm going to be using one marker and a few colored pencils. And the first one, starting from the left, is a black marker, and that will be for the eyes and maybe some tracing. And then the next one, I have a very light gray that I might use to shade in her body a little bit. Then I have a dark gray, and that dark gray is just going to be for the hand grips and stuff like that. After that, I have a very light sky blue or baby blue, and that's because they kind of use a blue off to the sides on her handles to kind of show like that there's a shadow falling on her. And then after that, I have like a reddish purple color, and that's just for her mouth. So if you don't have a reddish purple color, just either use red or purple or mix the two together. And then last I have red, and that will be for her buttons. Alright guys, I just realized, poor Connie console, I forgot to add her other eyebrow. So we'll go ahead and it's just like this. Like that. Okay, poor thing. She was missing an eyebrow. Okay, now we're going to take our black marker and I'm going to trace her eyes, color in this part of her eye, except for that little circle there. Her eyebrows, I'm going to trace her nose, trace her mouth. Basically, looking at this picture, I'm going to trace everything. So let's go ahead and trace everything in. Alright, now I'm going to take this reddish purple color that I have for her mouth and I'm going to color in her entire mouth. It's all one color even though she does have a tongue. So go ahead and color that in. Now let's switch over to our red and we are going to color in her buttons. Okay, now we're going to jump over to our dark gray and we are going to color in these two spaces here and the hand grips, and that's it for now. Okay, we are almost done, believe it or not, guys. We're going to jump over to this light blue and I am going to start shading all along the handles a little bit here. Now we're jumping over to our light gray and I'm going to go ahead and add a light, very light layer to the whole thing. Now I'm not done adding color just yet, guys, but I'm going to jump back to this dark gray. I'm just going to add some shadow by darkening up the edges a little bit. And then from there, I'm going to add some more to her body as far as color. Okay, before we finish up here, I'm going to take my blue again, that really light blue, and I'm going to go ahead and start layering it up on this side because it is a little bit darker over here. And it's going to be about here. And this time I'm going to press a little bit harder. Alright, one last thing I want to do is I want to add some shadow to the buttons, and I'm going to take that purplish color that I had, that purplish red color, and I'm just going to darken it up here. You can either use the red that you used and just press dark, or you can grab a darker red if you have it, or a purplish red like I'm going to use. That's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this drawing and coloring of Connie console, you can let us know by hitting that like button down below. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel so you can keep up with all of our fun toy videos and drawings. Well guys, until next time, bye. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out our Spanish channel.